full start on Chris Paul. Although a bit of his own here to begin for the Clippers. Booker's first shot off the mark. Rebound taken by Beverly. Patrick Beverly, who loves and embraces his role as a villain on the road. Reggie Jackson knocks down the opening three-pointer.
Good job of being patient on the offensive end and trusting. I like early in the ball game, a lot of ball movement and man movement.
And they're back in the little 2-1-2 zone.
Chris Paul, nice little crossover, step back, shot won't go. Well, Paul and Booker, who have struggled shooting the past couple of games, missed their first shots. Beverly drives and finishes. Tough shot for Beverly.
Well, you can see how much more the middle is open when Zubac is not in at center. It'll be interesting to see if they can rebound well enough with this smaller lineup. But offensively, they should be better.
Terrence Mann gets inside, rolls around, and drops in. And a quick 7-0 lead for the Clippers. Phoenix, meanwhile, starting the game like they finished the other night. That fourth quarter was one of the all-time ugly quarters in playoff history. Mikal Bridges. And the Suns still without a point, 90 seconds in. Beverly, Morris. Paul George drives on Ayton, gets inside, knocked away by Booker. Paul struggles a bit with his dribble, now finds Booker. Booker for three. He is 2 for 15 from three in the previous 3 games. Struggling, just shooting 30% after that spectacular game 1. And that's a good sign for Phoenix. Meanwhile, he's guarding Marcus Morris. Big height advantage for Morris. Gets inside, the post up is good.
One thing, talking to Coach Monty Williams earlier today, as a young game, that's not gonna happen. You have to go out and win the basketball game with the way you've been playing.
Yeah, you've got to do the work as a team, and then hope your fans help over the last few minutes.
Bridges is bumped by Patrick Beverly, and the Suns will take it out of bounds.
Well, they got the switch of the pick and roll, and then they posted the matchup they wanted. And Marcus Morris, senior, deliberate.
Toronto keep share the ball. Patrick Beverly steals the ball. Beverly to Jackson. Jackson goes hard and throws it down. Reggie Jackson. And it's an 8-point Clipper lead.
What a start for the Clippers on both sides of the floor. And Reggie Jackson finishes emphatically.
I just pounded my head like they did.
Bridges gets inside, pass deflected, another steal. Man to George, George to finish, shots good, and one. And a chance for a 3-point play. A near perfect start for the Clippers in the first 3 minutes.
And you can talk about it all you want until you get into the arena, until you get on the court. And the Clippers are being about it right now. The way they are attacking, the way they're playing with pace.
Defense turning into transition points.
Toronto talking about how good the defense was. They're without Zubac tonight, but the defense was just terrific, especially in that fourth quarter of game 4. DeAndre Ayton leads inside and throws it down. Marcus Morris tried to draw the charge, didn't get the whistle, and Ayton with his first bucket. Ayton was, as Monty Williams said, the catalyst for them in that game 4 win. He was sensational defensively. Paul George off the mark.
I like what the Suns did on that last possession. Even though you're going against zone, you can still get into the high screen and roll.
Crowder for 3. Taken by Jackson. Reggie Jackson has had some outstanding games in this postseason, including in some of the bigger ones. And some of his best games on the road. Morris posting up Booker. Got it again.
And they're getting some really good cross matches that they can attack in transition.
That shot off the mark and a 2-8 start for the Phoenix Suns. Meanwhile, LA Clippers 7 of 9 to begin here in the first. Morris has had a quiet series scoring-wise. He's been bothered by that sore knee, but off to a great start. He nails another. He's 3 for 3.
Again, they're getting these matchups in transition that they want. Morris against Booker again.
And Morris knocks it down again. He's 4 for 4. 5 on the shot clock. Chris Paul pulls up, jump shot. That's good. Jeff, the Suns seem...
There's terrific shooting and a big that should be able to punish the smaller Clippers.
And there was a time where a lot of teams didn't play zone, so the shock factor would make it successful. You get a little tentative. Now you see it almost every night.
Reggie Jackson comes up short on that three. Paul finds Bridges. Mikal Bridges, as we reach the midway point here of the first. Bridges, he steps into a three-pointer and knocks that one down. Back-to-back buckets for the Suns. Beverly racing up the floor. Morris, foot was on the line, knocks that one down. Marcus Morris is 5 for 5. He's already in double figures. That's his high in the series. We still have 5.5 to play in the first. Crowder cuts to the basket.
That's a terrific weak side cut as everyone focused on the ball.
Chris Paul already 4 assists. Terrence Mann. Morris left open. Morris continues to torch the Suns right now. 6 for 6, he's got 13.
That's a great pass by Terrence Mann as the pseudo 5, catching it, pass faking, and finding the open man.
Booker fouled on a three-point attempt as George.
He actually coached assistant coach Kenny Atkinson for the LA Clippers back in his stellar college career.
So Booker hits the first. We've got our upcoming schedule. As David Guthrie talking to assistant coach Kenny Atkinson. Tomorrow on TNT, the Eastern Conference Finals will continue with Game 4 in Atlanta. Bucks have won the last 2 and lead it 2-1. Tip-off shortly after 8:30 Eastern. And then again, Game 6. If the Clippers win tonight, we'll be back at Staples Center. We'll have it for you on ESPN. Tip-off shortly after 9 as Cameron Payne has checked in. And Booker hitting all 3 free throws. Jackson. Morris once again looking to post up Booker. Bridges comes to help this time.